Howdy folks, I'm going to do a video on shooting homemade percussion caps and a cap and ball revolver with paper cartridges. I'm going to be using the Guns of the West paper cartridge kit papers. I'm going to be using some brand is If You Care, which doesn't really matter what brand it is, but coffee filter paper. So I've got what I did the shooting with. I had this is nitrated coffee filter paper. I had 6 paper cartridges that had these little circles cut out for the bottoms, and the rest was just regular coffee filter paper, unnitrated. So just the bottom was nitrated, and that's what they look like cut out. And I used a penny and traced that out and then cut around it. Actually turns out to the perfect size for the 36 caliber paper cartridge. So that's what I used, just straight coffee filter papers, and those on the bottom on one, and the bottom was nitrated. And then on another 6 I did all nitrated coffee filter paper, and I just kind of basically cut a little square and then clipped the corners off for the bottoms. Those are harder to deal with. The circles are better. It takes a little longer to cut out, but it's worth it in the long run. I started with fully nitrated paper, but I had a hard time getting that glue to stick. I don't know if yeah, you can kind of see the crystals on there. Glue don't stick to that all that great. When it was just the bottom and then it was to the regular, then it wasn't bad. I also took and nitrated the little circles that come in the Guns of the West kit, but I didn't nitrate the flat paper that's in there. So I just, like I said, just nitrated the bottom. So that was the 3 different things I was fiddling around and experimenting with. The video clips I'll be showing here where I actually do the shooting. You can see the results of each, and then you'll know if shooting paper cartridges, that nitrated paper cartridges that is, with homemade percussion caps, if that is a good idea or not. So the projectile is just a regular Hornady round balls, .375, and I dipped all of the cartridges in a homemade mixture, 50% beeswax, 50% olive oil, which is real cheap black powder lube that, from what I can tell, works really well to keep the fouling soft. So just dipped those. Potassium nitrate, I ordered some online. Came with 2 bags this size. It's just potassium nitrate technical grade, guaranteed it says. It's for Fireworks Cookbook was the brand that I bought from on Amazon, but don't know that it matters what brand as long as it's potassium nitrate, also known as saltpeter. So anyway, I just did dump some of that in here. This is after it dried. I guess you can reuse this. According to Arizona Bullet Molds is the place that I'm using for my source on his YouTube channel on how to nitrate them. But I just did a scoop of that, same size scoop of water, mixed it in really good. Didn't have very good luck. Then I used warm water instead of room temperature water, and then it dissolved a lot better and worked better. So you don't need it hot, but just warm water. Down in my shop, I had a bottle of water sitting down here, and it's like 55 degrees down here, and that was just a little too cold. But so heat up your water in the microwave or in a tea kettle or something, and mix it together real good, let it dissolve a little, completely soak your paper in that. And I just hung mine on a dowel rod in my basement shop, left it for 24 hours. It was dry completely, no problems whatsoever there. And then made the cartridges and took them out and tried them. So enjoy the shooting, and thanks for watching. Okay, so this one's going to be paper cartridges with completely nitrated coffee filter paper. Let's see what happens with the homemade caps. I'll take it. I'll get it loaded up again with some that I just nitrated the bottom part of the paper cartridge and not the whole thing. Okay, coffee filter paper cartridges, just the bottom circle that you glue around the bottom of the paper. That's the only thing that's nitrated, the rest just straight coffee filter. Let's see what happens with these homemade caps on that. All right, that's 12 for 12 with nitrated paper. Okay, one more test. I got paper cartridges loaded up with Dustin Weiniger's Guns of the West paper cartridge kit is what I use to make all of them. But the next ones I'm going to be shooting, I've got the papers that he sells, and I just nitrated the little circles that come in the kit. So we'll load them up and see how they do. Okay, this is the Guns of the West paper cartridge kit, the actual papers that come with the kit, and I just nitrated the bottom circle that goes on the bottom of the cartridge. So see what the homemade caps do. That second to the last shot hung fire, but 18 out of 18 went off, which means homemade percussion caps and paper cartridges do work if you nitrate the paper. That makes me kind of happy. So if anybody was wondering if you can use homemade caps, cap and ball revolvers, and I've said before, when I was trying it, you had to use loose powder. Cartridges didn't work. Well, gun's getting awful stiff. But anyway, paper cartridges and nitrated paper does work. So thanks for watching.